Do I need to?
Hold on. Uh,
Refresh.
Oh no, it has. It's moved. I just needed to refresh the page. That was all.
right. Are you seeing the board?
Um,
Yes. Oh, calendar. We're seeing a
I'm
calendar.
seeing calendar.
Well, that's no good. Try again.
Oh, hi, Slate. Nice to see you.
How about now?
Yes,
Okay. Still getting used to this Apple Mac stuff. Okay. The meeting, it's not meeting 16, is it? Because that's closed now. So it should be,
it's in there somewhere.
Just,
Hmm.
just
all
below
right. You
meeting.
called it, oh, you called it project management. I see. Okay. So, so that's meeting 17, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, we're calling it project management because that's
To
what we're
be,
submitting the fund request under.
yeah, to be
That's
clear, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll just give it a little intro. So, welcome to the fortnightly meeting of the archive, the SingularityNET Archive work group, on Wednesday, 24th of January. What we try and do here is to create a history of the activities of the SingularityNET Ambassador Program, and we have a goal to provide a collaborative platform for the archive to share knowledge, ideas, and best practices. And we welcome contributions from anyone interested in SingularityNET. Now our process is in evolution, like because we're kind of an experimental endeavor. So the way that we work is that we work from this a project board on GitHub, and each project board has an issue. This issue is related to a meeting, so meeting number 17. Within this process, we are going to start to incorporate action items and decision items. This is not completely in progress yet. We'll be talking to this to how we are proceeding with this more generally in SingularityNet later on in the meeting. So we will have action items and decision items that relate more generally here, which should also be work with meeting summary templates. Then we have like a link to the previous meeting, which is self-explanatory, and we would have links here to the project board, our proposal. If there's any, we have a proposal which like outlines what we do, who's going to be present. Actually, this is carried forward from the last meeting, so this would be updated. So that's how this works. Okay, I'm not sure I've missed anything out there. So what we do now is we work through the project board, and they're ordered by tags here, labels on this side. So I've ordered them in, well, first order to discuss is the governance Git book. What is our status on this?
If you can scroll down to the bottom and just add, because we've decided that the main update is going to be done in this quarter as a chunk. So if you could just add that by next week, I'm going to come with a list of things that I reckon should be included. I'll talk to Felix in the meantime. I'm thinking about whether we should move all the governance stuff that is in the ambassador's Git book currently. Should we move that to um governance? Makes sense if it's about governance, but yeah, there's a lot of different things around governance that are going on in
Yeah.
this ecosystem, and it's just which ones should be
Uh,
there. So by next meeting,
Can you put the comment in yourself?
yeah, of course.
Because
Yeah,
the only reason why I say that is because we would, again, this is about our process. So we did, I think it was just you and me, Vanessa, actually, we did
yeah,
discuss that the person speaking to the issue writes the comment if he can.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you could do
Doing it
that,
now.
yeah, thanks. Okay. That's because it's hard for me to do two things at once.
But you could no, but what I was saying is you could add this to the meeting issue as an action item.
Right. So where is the action item into the main of the meeting issue? Okay. Okay, so we put this here as an action item. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, just trying to get the edit here. That's not edits. That's weird. No, I'm not able to edit this for some reason.
Do you want me to
Well,
have a go and see if it'll do it for me?
Yeah, this is the body of the issue.
Hmm, weird. Has it created it in a weird way,
It
or?
may have done.
All right, let me have a go.
It may be something to do with the action, the GitHub action that's created it. So we just have to just not do it this time.
Well, no, let me just see if I can do it. Just a sec. Because if I can and you can't, then it's...
if you click on the three dots, it doesn't. That one, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Let's try now.
Yeah,
Here we go.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got it. Sorry,
Okay,
I think they've changed. GitHub's changed its little bit. Okay, okay. So what was the action there?
shall I do it?
No, I'll do it.
Uh, okay, it's just for me to bring a list of what should be included in the governance Gitbook.
To where?
Sorry?
To bring it where exactly?
To the next meeting, obviously.
Okay. And that's Vanny. Hopefully that'll come up actually. Let's see.
Let's try it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no.
if you
There you go. Yeah, yeah, okay.
and if you want a due date, it's the 7th of Feb. That'll be our next meeting.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna
Okay.
do that. So it's only, working with the native functionality. So I mean, the way it will work in the action items is that any action items, we would just refer to the action items from the previous meeting, because this will copy through to the next item, the next meeting issue,
Cool.
Okay. So is that it for the Git book? The governance Git book, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next, we have some development issues. The first one, so I do this, what order do you want me to do it in, Andre? So I start with tool development for January.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a few things I had to do. If you scroll down, I did those 3
Okay.
points there. So I did all of those, and I'll fill in a comment now. I think the next step is just there are still 3 issues
Okay,
that I need to.
could you just say in the comment then that what you just said, that you've completed
Yeah.
those issues, and you say
Yes.
you have one outstanding, you said. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that's it. And then obviously I'll wait for new issues.
Yeah. And obviously this is in progress because we're in January already. We're not quite at the end of January, are we? So
Yeah.
yeah. And you'd create a new issue per month. Is that right? Yeah. Or
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. The next one is meeting summary tool tech support.
Yeah, I could speak to that if you want. We said in our budget, which I still haven't submitted, sorry, Peter, I'll do it after this meeting. But we said that we would assign some money to someone to be on call to support users of the meeting summary tool, and we wanted to assign it to Onyeka, but I can't assign it because I don't know what his GitHub name is. And I think you might do, Stephen, because you might have
Okay.
actually added him. It's not Lord Kizzy, which is his Discord name. So
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Is it O? It's
sorry,
not.
go again.
Is it
Sorry,
going to be? Is it going to be Anika or?
can you do that again? I saw somebody there and I'm not sure if it's him.
No, this
No,
is
it's not. No,
no.
no, it's not. I know it's not Onyeka, and I know it's not Lord Kizzy, which is his Discord name.
Right, well,
But
we really need it then to
yeah,
um because there's thousands of GitHub names. So
no, but you added him to the board, so I assumed you might know.
yeah. Did he accept
I'll
an
just
invite?
DM him. I'll just
Yeah,
DM him and find out.
yeah. Just here. No, I don't really see anyone. Yeah, we need the name that he's using on GitHub.
Okay, let me just carry on, and I'll see if I can find because I know he sent it to me in a DM as well, so I can try and find it. So carry on, and I'll
Right.
if I can
Okay.
find it.
So this is okay. So you're budgeting for it for $200, yeah, and
Yeah, does that sound right to everybody? And are we all agreed with it? And
okay.
I think we must.
Any
I think
thoughts
we
on
must be.
it? Okay. So it's to be on call to support users to meet a summary tool, which is this ongoing already, Vanessa?
I
So
mean, I've publicised it, and I've been saying that he's the person to contact all around the place.
right.
So yeah,
Okay. And it has the start date for the issue in there, so it's costed for that. It's going to come out of in March if it comes out of the budget.
yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So that just needs to, yeah, the way that would be assigned would be to mention Nika's name, GitHub name.
Right.
But in the comment, if I suppose that's what we're doing now, we're agreeing that here. So that's what you'd add to the comment, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. The last development issue is LNM and archive search tool in Ubio. Um, Andre, is that up to you
Oh,
or? Oh no, you've opened this issue, Vanessa.
I did, but I'm sure Andre can talk about it. I just
Okay,
we should,
okay,
he's,
I just thought we should
I,
have it as an issue, and I'm
yeah,
suggesting
he's,
that we close it next meeting.
okay,
yeah, that's a good idea. I'm yet to send him the new document. I just wanted to confirm with you. We agreed 400 USD.
Yeah, that's right.
okay. So I
Yeah.
put that in here for 400 then, and what costs that would come out in February, would it?
Oh, it
It's
could no, no, it wouldn't. This is
oh,
just an issue to say that we are engaging him and we're agreeing a brief with him.
Okay,
yeah.
As I've said in the
So
issue, I'm suggesting that after that it goes to a monthly development issue just with his name on it, the same as Andre does.
okay. Just to bear in mind that yeah, any costs you need to be associated with that. So yeah,
That's what I'm suggesting. That's why there's no
yeah,
cost in this issue because it's
yeah.
okay. So
Okay,
I'm gonna send him the document, and then I'll also mention the what we agreed to pay him to build those features,
okay.
yeah.
and I'll send it today.
My connection's a bit ropey today, so
Should I write it down in this issue?
yeah, if you could write it down in the issue comments.
Okay.
To move on to the next issues for the community and engagement issues, which so they start with bounty for meeting publicity.
Yeah, I've added a shed load of issues which are in our budget, and I just thought we need to progress them, so they should be issues. So yeah, we recognise the need to publicise our meetings better, and we allocated £20 a meeting, but it's obviously not going to start until we've engaged someone. So it's actually going to be 3 meetings worth that we tried to do. Ah, Onyeka has just joined. Excellent. Or has he?
Yeah, I just admitted to him. Yeah,
I just can't see him in the participants.
yeah.
Onyeka, we were wondering what your GitHub name was.
If we could paste it in chat, maybe.
Because we wanted to assign that task to you about doing support for the meetings tool, and I couldn't find your name.
What's happening? He's not responding. Is he?
No. Hmm.
He is there. Maybe he is having connection problems or something.
I think, yeah, either that or I am. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
I'm not
which.
sure. So the costs here are $60 then,
Yeah.
and the due date would be when?
I mean, I'm assuming it would be the end of the quarter, so it'd be the end of March.
Okay. And so it'd be coming out of the March
Yeah.
2024 cost center. Okay. Um, okay, so is that just that's the status then,
Well,
like
no, we
it's
need to put it as a bounty on D-Work, don't we?
right.
So I don't know who has rights to do that.
Um, I mean, Andre, can you do it, or do we need specific permissions to do bounties, or can we
I
just do
don't
one
know.
under the archive work group?
Uh, Sorry, I missed this last part. Is it to create a bounty in DWork?
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah, I can do that.
I suppose the question is what work group it comes out of, isn't
oh,
it?
archives.
Yeah.
How
So,
would it
Yeah.
come out of anyone else?
For archives, only Stephen, you have rights. I can add more rights if needed. But
oh, okay, I could do it then. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, okay. So why? Okay, that's how we do it. We just put in a D work, and then it's accepted or not on D work.
What do you mean
For the
accepted?
It's we just provide a D work link to the bounty for anyone who wants it, and then if anyone submits to that, then we review that and accept that application. That's the way it works, isn't it, Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I think by now you've already selected the person doing it, so you can just go ahead. There's not the mandatory
No,
keeping it
we
on for a
haven't.
week kind
Yeah.
of thing.
That's
I
the
mean,
point. We haven't selected somebody for it. So
I mean, D work in this sense is kind of superfluous a little bit. It's kind of
how
like,
do you suggest we find someone then? And the
uh,
whole point of this is supposed to be that we talked about trying to get new people in, trying to encourage people with entry-level tasks.
well, what's the visibility of D work? Um, how are people directed to D work in general?
Well, I think when they join the ambassador program at all, that's one of the first steps that they are asked to complete is to go and join our D work.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but generally you would still need to advertise the task being a thing. Like
Yeah,
I
of
don't expect a lot
course.
of people just randomly browsing D-Work to see if something new pops up.
Yeah, I suppose that's one the mechanism for publicizing it. So, um, how would we go about doing that? At town
I mean,
halls?
I suggest we post it around the place and mention it in town hall.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be a D work thing. It can be any. I suppose that's the easiest thing.
Would
Yes.
it
Yeah.
not just be easier to do it as a D work bounty because then people can apply to it and we can pick someone?
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do it another way, then fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. So I'll create a bounty for it then.
Yeah, I'm just seeing Slate in the chat saying I can take this bounty if I'm allowed. I think that would be great, but I think we probably need a bit of practice in the process of submitting entry-level tasks and promoting them. So rather than assigning it to you, we'll just tell you as soon as it's gone up and you can apply if that's all right.
Okay. Well, yeah, all the information is there then. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. And just a bounty for another bounty then.
You sound really tired. Oh God, another bounty.
No, it's just I don't know. I'm just not familiar with the D. I suppose it's just creating a bounty on D work, and then that's the way. Yeah, fine.
We're just
So
trying it. We said I don't know if you remember the meeting where we said we'd try it, but we did.
yeah, okay, that's fine. So I'll create a bounty for that as well. I'll just do that in the mentions. Right. And mentorship of bounty holders.
Yeah, that's one of us basically mentoring all the new bounty holders. So I'm happy to do it if nobody else wants to.
Right.
I've signed it to myself preemptively, but if anybody else fancies it, then go for it.
Would that have a cost against it, Vanessa?
Yeah, it would. It's in the budget. I haven't put it in there. I
Okay.
can't remember what we said. I'll check and put it in, shall I?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I think it was 100, but I can't remember.
You're taking on this task then. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Are you taking on this task?
Well, I've assigned it to myself, so unless anybody objects, I'll do it.
Okay. Um, then we have archives outreach to SNet ecosystem. Again, this is another one you've created,
It's
Vanessa.
another thing that's in the budget that we said we'd do. So I'm happy to take it on, but if anybody else would like to instead.
No.
I'll add a proper description actually.
Okay.
Give me a minute. But this is basically the one where we were saying that we need to do some outreach to the wider SNet community to kind of share the methodology that we've been developing and the archives process that we're developing. And
Right. So it could be like addressing like broader discussion of what we're
yeah,
doing as well.
exactly. I mean, it's
So
kind of trying to reach out to other
yeah, because there are
corners
some,
of the
well,
ecosystem.
we are starting to identify some crossovers, like maybe with the crossovers of lessons learned, like for example with the supervisory council and also some of the documentation we're doing on the token stuff as well is starting to suggest some parallel interests, in terms of tokenization as well. So it's not just about the small world of the ambassadors group. So yeah, but I suppose there may be, so there is the wider opportunities in the ecosystem. Yeah. Can anyone hear me or am I breaking up?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, it's not getting any feedback. Um, okay, then we have issues for archive Git books. Again, it's Vanessa on these ones.
I'm
So
sorry.
I know it's terrible, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, they're not done yet,
Yeah.
and focusing on doing the outstanding ones for November and December through the tool. So there's no
Yeah.
addition, there's nothing to add to November and December's issues because I'm just doing them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they'll be done, I hope, by the end of the weekend, I guess.
Right. The same for December.
Yeah, same for December.
Okay. Then we have archive, what's the archive business? So the archive work group budget. Is there anything we want to add to this, or that's for quarter 4? So is this finalized now, or
think it's close to finished, Vanessa.
There was something that we said about why we kept it open last. Was it
Yeah,
that we needed to have all the elements of it ticked off and done before we closed it? Or...
I can't.
No, 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 no. I know it was about submitting the funding requests for
Right. Okay.
all of it.
Right. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
think most of the issues are closed now. So I think that's you, isn't it, Stephen, that needs to submit.
Well, no, I have
Except,
to know what they are and how they should be submitted because
hey, I thought we had that sorted. How
you know,
that's submitted.
what funding request needs to be submitted exactly.
Anything that is in Q4 2023.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So it's
All right.
October, November, and December.
Okay.
So the
Storage.
outstanding ones are going to be the get the actual updates of the archive for November and December, because as we just said, I haven't done them yet. So that'll be by the end of the weekend. So do you want to put all of them in at one go, or because there's been some issues closed that are October, November, December?
Yeah, I suppose now we're in the Q1. Well, the way it would work, I would just export out to, as I mentioned last time, to the spreadsheet, and then just submit that as a fund request under D work. I think that's the
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, I mean I can do that.
There was one thing to note, Stephen, sorry, when you submit the fund request in DWORK, don't add your name and put it in the in review column. Only those two things.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's just an straight export, and I'll use the format that I used last time for TiVo. Essentially, there's still one outstanding from, or there was still one outstanding from September, wasn't there?
But yeah, we did pay it out.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I suppose what I wasn't clear about was, does TiVo require them to be broken down by month?
No, actually, I remember this came up in a Treasury meeting that I was at. Do you remember, Andre, we were saying that it would be better to submit each completed task as a separate request?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I can filter it by month, you see, so I could just for example, go to the milestones here and just say, okay, well, the last one was September, so we've got October. I could export this, for example, all the ones closed here, and then submit that as a one. I could do the same for November.
No, but that's
so
what I'm
on.
saying to you. In this conversation that happened in a Treasury meeting, it was suggested that if you just go to that view again,
Yeah.
each of those tasks should be submitted as a separate thing.
Well, that'd be just redundant.
There
Well,
was
I'm only reporting it. I'm
Yeah,
only the
yeah.
messenger.
yeah, we did talk about it, but he said you might as well then reward it. But then we said no, some of the tasks have two assignees, so we'll get more data if we do it like this.
Yeah.
But
But the thing is, the assignee
again,
doesn't matter because it all goes to the archives wallet anyway.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it all goes to the same one.
Yes, exactly. I mean, this is the difference between the DWork way of working and the GitHub way of working. So we are so really the level of granularity we need to determine is a fund request acceptable to be submitted per quarter, or does it need to be submitted per month? Yeah.
There is the Treasury rule that it gets more scrutiny if it's over a certain amount. So if we're doing it by the quarter, we'll probably have to go to Treasury meetings and explain it in detail.
We'd have to do that. Well, the data will be there, so if it's over a certain amount, then that would be flagged here anyway. It's not going to be relevant. So if I put in a quarter, they're still going to be able to flag it if there's going to be a work item that's more than a certain amount. Yeah.
Monthly would be better.
Yeah.
because it will also display better in our dashboard.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll do one per month.
Thank you.
For quarter 4. Okay, so October, November, December. One D1.
And give me a shout if you create them, then I can have a look. But I'm sure you'll
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. I mean, I can do that. That's fine. It's just, you know, I suppose that's the way. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Correction and maintenance of monthly archive records. Is this like an audit task, Vanessa?
Sorry, yeah, we talked about this in the last meeting. Just the idea of correcting and tweaking the records. So I haven't started on it yet, but
Right. Okay.
so there's nothing to say.
Okay. Then we have the issue for the budget for quarter 1, which is in progress, presumably. So is that the only thing to be said about this? That is in progress,
I
or
just need to submit it, so I'll do that as soon as this meeting's finished.
yeah,
There wasn't anything
yeah.
else to add to it, was there?
Okay, yeah,
But also we'll keep it open like we did with the quarter 4 one until all the related
yeah,
funding issues are submitted, won't we?
yeah, yeah. I suppose this is what confused me about the fund request because what is the timeliness required, Andre, of the fund request? So is it monthly or quarterly? I mean, you might break down a fund request in a month, but are they expected at the end of each month or the end of each quarter?
Like the other work groups just send in fund requests per task. So
Yeah, but if we're not doing that, if we're doing it per time,
yeah. I think monthly would be better because
right.
for the dashboard, just to
Right.
get some indication, just to break it up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
Okay. Okay, there's another bounty. So do you want this created on D-Work then?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's another entry-level jobby.
Okay, then we have I suppose the bounty. Probably should assign that to me actually for the moment. And these as well. Hold on. Okay, taxonomy proof of concepts. And this again something that's crossed over from the budget, Vanessa.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's basically us trying to do a really scaled back version of building a community-led tag taxonomy. So yeah, we probably need to break the task down and assign different elements to different people. So should the action be that next meeting I'll bring a draft of that and we can discuss it?
Okay, yeah. Do you want to put that in comments then for
I will. I'm
yeah,
just putting comments in something else at the moment, so I'll do it in a sec.
okay. Then another bounty. So again, this presumably needs to be put onto D work, yeah?
I mean, yeah, but I think I just wanted to check with people that they think the suggested dates are right. I'm suggesting we invite somebody to do another update to the Ambassador Git book on by the 9th of Feb and by the 29th of March. That's 2 updates. And I've added a document there for what they should be updating.
Okay.
So I just want to check that's all right with everyone.
And the documentation, yeah, will cover the details of what needs to be here. It's like guidance. Yeah.
Yeah, so presumably you could link that document in the
In the
bounty
bounty as
that you
well.
create. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, again, I'll assign that in the first instance to me, and then we'll just add that bounty to Devote's list out. Due date, okay, milestones, that'll be the end of Q1. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, the backlog, I haven't started that yet. So I have closed in part 1, I closed down the first month of the ambassadors project, which was, there was a lot of activity in the first, I think that's May, gosh, I'm trying to think now. Sit back here. Yeah, May 2022. So what I'm doing here, and I will continue to do for part 2 and onwards, is basically reference the YouTube channel, which started actually on the general SingularityNET, and then went to the Ambassadors YouTube channel, and then take the timestamps that they have under each entry, like exactly as you have here. So that provides some information about the history of the Ambassadors Program, at least the date of the town halls. There's also some ancillary meetings like cashless swarm involvement. And I think there's also initial work groups like the structure and incubation work group back in May 2022. So this pattern repeats. So going forward until about the end of 2022, the beginning of 2023, the majority of meetings were town halls and one-off workshops. Well, actually until about September 2022. So that's what I'll continue doing. Okay, so go back to that. That's what I'll be doing for that. And that's it. If there's unless there's any other issues.
No, I think there's just this ongoing thing on Yuka. You're saying that you haven't had an invitation, but I do
I
remember.
did, I just saw his name. If you, Stephen, if you
Oh,
click on
really?
yeah, just click on his signees on one of the arrows in the signees column. There's his name, Michael
Oh,
T.
you're right. God, why couldn't I see it in the drop down? That's mental.
Okay, so
I,
what
you
would
can't see it in the issue, but you can see it here.
Yeah, that's weird.
okay,
Okay, so
where was it mentioned? In what issue was it mentioned? Do you want it added?
the one you're looking at, where
Governance
it's
Git book.
blank.
Governance
No,
Git.
no. The one you're looking at that's already blank. Meeting summary tool tech support. Yeah, if you can assign that.
Okay.
Right, we're there.
I'm just gonna check something. Because what it wasn't doing, it wasn't auto-filling in the body. Yes. So I'm just gonna check if it will do. Yeah, it will now. Oh, I see
Oh,
why it
brilliant.
does. I see why it does that. It does that because it doesn't. It will only autofill existing assignees.
Oh, I see.
It's a bit
Okay.
stupid unless you know the spelling, which is annoying. So you could actually just put that. I mean, I'll mention him. Might mention him twice though. So, but yeah, so that's how you do that. Yeah. Okay. The taxonomy content. That's not assigned, is it? Yeah, this one.
No, it's not, because as we said, we need to break the task down and assign different elements to different people.
Right. Okay.
So we'll be able to close that issue and create some new ones, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, and Mika. Sorry about that. We've got you now, I think. So kind of resolve that. We should take that on to. I can't get that back again. Okay, and is there any issues that we need to raise or anything that we haven't covered?
What's the due date for the archives GitHub backlog? Because I just wanted to check that it's actually it should be Q2 according to our budget.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it should be Q2, and it is Q2. Yeah.
But I just wondered if I'd done it
Yeah,
wrong.
it's still minimal because well, I need to see the amount of work that be done. I got into, yeah, so it should be quite straightforward, that one. Okay. Yeah, the first 22-ish town halls. I did see that, and that's what I'm working from, but I'm also checking the Ambassador's YouTube channel as well. I think there will, yeah, there will be there will be the main sources. The other source I might look at is Twitter potentially, because you could do searches on Twitter which might give. Last time I searched, there was historical information that I missed that wasn't on the YouTube channels, but the YouTube channels are the main source.
Oh, that surprises me, to be honest, on Twitter side of things, but could be.
Yeah, there was. If you do, I mean, this is from memory, but you can put in a date filter on Twitter, and I think that you might just see some references to stuff. Unfortunately, I think we lost all our Discord data, didn't we?
Yeah, a lot. Maybe not all, but yeah, a lot.
Yeah, we didn't. Prior to a certain date, there's no data, unfortunately, because I was hoping to use. We did try and use some of that in the early days of doing the backlog, but you can't really do that anymore. So really, we're going to rely on yeah, YouTube. Okay, so if that's it, I'll stop sharing, and unless there's any other, I'll stop recording if I can find out how to do the stop recording button.
Well,
Peter,
actually,
Peter's-
one thing this reminds me on.
Yeah.
Well, somehow, we're really trying on the security side to prevent an admin account getting compromised, and then for some silly scam link to have a whole bunch of content removed. But it does pop. I was thinking about this yesterday. Technically, right now we don't really do a backup. So if it would happen again, we would again lose more content.
What, on Discord, you mean? Or
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, do you remember a conversation we had with Felix about this at the time of the last data loss? And it's not. He said Is it possible to do a backup of Discord? I'm not sure if it is.
There's actually an issue about this that's been closed where we talked about it,
Ah,
about security. I'm just looking for it now, but it was a while ago.
let's do
Safeguards against data loss in Discord. There it is. Let me just get the link.
yeah, I've got it. Okay, gosh. Suggestions below. Okay. Okay, that's from our side of it to add material. So we try to add material as, I suppose that's the whole thing we're doing, Peter, a little bit, isn't it? The whole
Yeah, fair.
but that, you know, but that comes back to this our ongoing effort of how to archive.
I mean, hopefully it won't be an issue anymore now that we're hopefully working with the tool, because that is like where the summary is held and it posts it to Discord. So the source, if we lose the Discord thread again, the source is still there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that
another.
part I'm not so worried about. I'm just wondering, like, should we? And it's mentioned in the options discussed one, I guess. Although it would require a login token. I basically would like to have simply like just a dump kind of backup. Like, don't put any effort in it, but just in case we somehow get fucked, we can theoretically from that point on, yeah, we at least have
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, when we discussed this last time, I think the option that I was plumping from was you can request a monthly data backup as we've got from Discord, but it's only personal data, so it depends who owns what. But we never did speak to Felix about what he'd done, and he'd come up with something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true.
So we just need to maybe see if he's got anything he can tell us on that.
I can reopen this issue if you like. There's no charge against it, so we can just, so it's still, yeah, I mean, it's assigned. I'll just reopen that so we can look at it.
There might be a way with a Discord bot to. Do you want to save all the messages in the chats and all the servers?
Right. That's possible.
I can do some research. Maybe there's a way.
Okay.
There are ways, but they will require a login token, which was initially flagged as one of the causing issues of the security breach.
I mean, if those are the only two options, Peter, then there's not really any options, is there?
No, fair. Yeah, like everybody recovering their personal data and then combining it.
Yeah, that's not going to
gonna
work.
do that.
And if you require a token, that's just going to create a security issue again, isn't it? Is that the reason why we don't want a login token? I don't know. Yeah. God, it's annoying. Because you'd think it'd just be a simple administrative function, wouldn't you? But there's nothing like that in Discord. But as you say, maybe I should check again. Maybe I can DM Felix. There's a article, a question. That's just a copy of your data. Okay. Yeah. So that's the situation there. Okay. Is there any last chance for any more issues? Or if not, I'll stop the recording now. Let's see if I can.